Misty Ridge was a breathtaking mountain village, nestled deep within towering peaks and blanketed in thick, rolling fog for most of the year. But beneath that scenic beauty lay the hardships, grit, and quiet tears of its people. Silas was an honest, humble farmer who owned a tiny, half-acre plot of land where he grew specialty tea plants. Long before the sun would rise, shivering in the biting morning cold, Silas and his wife, Madeline, would head up the mountain slope. They carried their harvesting baskets and a heart full of hope. To Silas, a tea bush wasn't just a plant. It was like a child. He believed that only if you poured love and care into it would it reward you with the finest, healthiest leaves.
Madeline, look over here. The yield seems a bit higher today. Watch your step in this freezing frost, though. Look at how vibrant and rich these leaves are. This is the exact reward of all those months we spent enriching the soil with organic compost for these bushes.
You're right, Silas. We can easily harvest at least 40 pounds today. Once we give them this batch, we can pay off a bit of our debt to Mr. Sterling, buy some groceries from the store, and finally head home. The roof at home is leaking in several places, Silas. We need to do something about that too.
We'll get through this rough patch somehow, Madeline. As long as I have strength in my hands, I won't let you go hungry. Never. Let's finish harvesting these quickly and head down to the factory mill.
The local farmers had only one single place in the entire region to sell their harvests. That was Mr. Sterling's processing factory. Mr. Sterling was a ruthless, greedy man who lent money at ridiculously high interest rates, waiting like a vulture to seize the farmers' lands when they couldn't pay. No matter how pristine and high quality the crops the farmers brought in were, he would always lie, claiming the leaves were heavy with water or too mature, just to slash his payouts.
Silas, your haul weighs in at 42 pounds.
What do you mean, 42 pounds? Look at this. Did you soak these bags in water to cheat the scale and increase the weight? Plus, these leaves are full of blemishes. The quality is absolute garbage. Deduct 10 pounds immediately for water weight and poor quality.
Please don't do that, Mr. Sterling. There isn't a single drop of added water on them. That's just the natural morning dew. My wife and I carefully handpicked every single leaf with our own fingers. If you cut 10 pounds from my pay, I won't even have enough money to buy dinner tonight, sir.
I don't give a damn about your tears, Silas. You still owe me thousands of dollars in debt. Today, I am withholding your entire payout to cover your overdue interest. If your debt isn't settled in full within 2 months, I am legally seizing your half-acre plot. Remember that. Foreman, log this transaction directly into the ledger under his debt.
Silas, what are we going to do now? We worked hard all day and didn't get a single penny. How can that man be so cruel to us? If he takes our land in 2 months, we'll end up out on the street, won't we?
Crying won't solve this, Madeline. If we keep taking our harvest to Mr. Sterling, we will never break free from this trap. He bleeds us dry for every cent of our hard work. We have to find another path out of this.
But what other path is there, Silas? His mill is the only factory in this entire area.
Madeline, I remember a story my grandfather told me when I was a kid. He talked about a traditional way of crafting tea entirely by hand without a factory. They called it white tea or silver buds. To make it, you only harvest the single unopened silver fuzzed bud from the very top of the plant. You have to pick them before the morning sun hits them, and then gently roll and dry them completely by hand. A single pound of that tea is worth a fortune compared to a pound of regular processed leaves.
But Silas, doesn't that require an immense amount of precision and a massive amount of time?
Yes, Madeline, it's incredibly difficult, but it's the only way left to save our land. Starting tomorrow, we stop harvesting ordinary leaves. We are going to craft the most premium, valuable product in the world, completely with our own hands.
From that day on, Silas and Madeline stopped going to the factory. They woke up at 4 a.m. every morning, navigating the dark slopes to delicately harvest only the unopened, silver-tinted buds before the sun broke through the fog. It took them days of painstaking labor just to gather enough leaves for a few pounds. Afterward, they carefully rolled the buds by hand and sun-dried them with absolute precision and cleanliness. Soon, a rich, heavenly aroma filled their entire house. It was exhausting, meticulous work, almost like a sacred devotion. Even though they had to ration their food and struggle through the days, they poured all their sweat and sacrifice into those silver buds just to save their home.
Madeline, look at this. Smell this aroma. This is true artisan quality. It carries the pure pride of our own hands. It took us weeks just to collect and craft 5 pounds of this tea.
Our efforts won't go to waste, Silas. I have deep faith in this.
When Silas completely stopped bringing his harvest to the factory, word reached Mr. Sterling. He realized Silas was up to something new. Sterling wanted to intimidate Silas and force him into signing over his land to his name ahead of schedule. He showed up at Silas's cottage with a scowl.
Well, well, Silas, you haven't shown your face at the factory in a month, have you? Did you think you could just hide out here and forget about the money you owe me?
I'm not hiding, Mr. Sterling. According to the time you gave me, I still have 2 weeks left. I will manage to settle my debt in full by then.
Settle your debt? How on earth are you going to pay it? Word on the street is you've been locking yourself inside, drying leaves and twigs like some crazy hermit. Do you honestly think selling that garbage out of your kitchen is going to pay off thousands of dollars? I'm giving you one final chance today. Sign your land deed over to me right now, and I'll wipe your debt clean.
I will never sell you my land, Mr. Sterling. This land is my legacy, and it's for my future children. I will hand over your money in exactly 2 weeks. Now please leave.
Fine. If I don't see that cash in 2 weeks, I'm coming back with the sheriff to throw you both out on the street. Let's go.
Mr. Sterling left that day in a furious rage. He wanted to destroy the new artisan tea Silas was crafting. That very night, Sterling sent 2 of his thugs to break into Silas's drying shed and smash everything to pieces. However, Silas was alert. And not only that, the other struggling, honest farmers in the valley had caught wind of Silas's brave experiment.
Freeze right there! We know exactly who sent you. This isn't just Silas's property anymore. This represents the sweat and hard work of this entire village.
If you lay a finger on this stuff, we won't let you leave this valley in one piece. We've bowed down to Mr. Sterling for far too long. Silas is building a path for all of us to break free. Get out of here right now. Go back and tell Sterling that his hold over this town is officially over.
Finally, the critical day arrived. Silas packed his 5 pounds of handcrafted silverbud tea into a small, polished wooden box and traveled to the major regional tea expo in the city. The convention hall was packed with the biggest corporate factory owners and elite distributors in the country. Mr. Sterling was there too, showcasing massive crates of his factory tea. Silas stood near the edge of the venue, behind all the high-profile executives, holding his small wooden box with a heart full of hope.
What are you doing here, Silas? Did you get lost on your way to a local farmer's market? This expo isn't for backyard gardeners. It's for international buyers and elite connoisseurs. When they see your pathetic little wooden box, they're going to laugh you out of the building.
Let them laugh, Mr. Sterling. I came to see if honest, handcrafted quality still holds value in this world. Inside this box is the absolute pride of our mountains. Someone here will understand that.
Just then, Mr. Hayes arrived. He was a chief master tea grader, a world-renowned quality inspector who could judge a product instantly. He was the ultimate authority, responsible for introducing the finest premium products to high-end global buyers. He paused at Mr. Sterling's massive exhibit.
Welcome, Mr. Hayes. Look at our brand's output. Our factory processes thousands of pounds of tea daily. Look at the leaves. We use state-of-the-art automated heating systems for processing.
The uniform color looks decent, Mr. Sterling, but the true soul and aroma of the tea are completely missing. Your high-heat machinery has scorched away the natural qualities and essential oils of the leaves. You have high volume, yes, but the quality is incredibly low. This is not what we are looking for.
Wow!
My goodness. Is this a pure harvest of pristine, handcrafted silver buds?
Yes, sir. My wife and I woke up before dawn to handpick only the unopened buds. We rolled them by hand and sun-dried them naturally. No chemicals, no harsh machines.
Incredible. The aroma is magnificent. I haven't tasted tea this pure in recent history. This is the rarest, most premium grade of white tea in the world. To achieve this, it takes an extraordinary amount of patience, skill, and passion. Mr. Silas, my international clients would love to purchase your entire harvest right away. We will pay you $10,000 per pound for this batch.
$50,000 for the haul. Thank you so much, sir. I never dreamed my hands could create something so valuable. Thank you, sir.
Silas returned home that day, completely transformed. He brought home a life-altering victory. The very next morning, he went straight to Mr. Sterling's corporate office to meet him.
Here is the full amount of my debt, plus your interest, Mr. Sterling. Hand over the deed to my land, and mark my words. From this day on, neither I nor any other farmer in our valley will ever sell our harvest to your mill again. We are forming an agricultural co-op. We will craft our own premium artisan tea and export it directly to the city markets. You will never exploit our sweat and blood again.
From that day forward, the farmers of the village never had to worry about predatory loans from Mr. Sterling again. Silas used his earnings to teach the entire community how to harvest and craft premium silverbud tea. Together, they formed a highly successful cooperative, and the handcrafted tea from their small mountain town became famous across the globe.
Look at this, Madeline. Because we believed in our own worth and trusted our path, we changed the future for our whole town.
Yes, Silas. It's the reward of standing strong against injustice instead of backing down.
When people try to exploit you or treat you unfairly, you shouldn't just bow your head, accept it, and weep. If you use your mind, innovate, and pour honest, hard work into a dream, you can overcome any obstacle and win someday. And as you grow and succeed, lifting others up and helping them along the way is the true definition of humanity. You, too, should strive to be like Silas, a person of unyielding courage and relentless determination.